Hello everybody! Let's take an in-depth look at the Tanking Death Knight talent tree. Now, whenever you are tanking, you have two primary goals. One, make sure you are always getting punched in the face, and two, make sure you stay alive. So we're going to look at all the talent points with this in mind. Alright, level 56, we have Bloodworms, Heartbreaker, and Blood Drinker. Bloodworms, I admit, is a really tempting choice and has a lot of curb appeal. Basically, when your auto attacks crit, you spawn a maggot. Kind of leads to the more, I'm a spooky death knight, I have maggots. But really beyond that, yeah, it is useful, but it's not predictable. When you're in a dungeon, taking massive amounts of damage, you need a more predictable ability. Basically an oh crap button. For me, you got Blood Drinker. It's not a massive heal, but consider stacking Vampiric Blood along with it. Vampiric Blood is going to turn that 250,000 heal into about a 350,000 heal. That is going to definitely pull you out of some severe situations. Alright, on the level 57 we have Rapid Decomposition. It amps up one of your AoE damage dealing abilities and makes you heal yourself more. Kind of an obvious choice there. 58, we have Ossuary, Blood Tap, and Anti-Magic Barrier. Now this, while you have at least 5 Bone Shield charges, your Death Strike, your primary heal, the cost will be reduced. In addition to that, it will increase your maximum amount of runic power by 10. Both of those are great things. And honestly, you know, the Anti-Magic Barrier, it increases your maximum health by 25% for 10 seconds, but Anti-Magic Barrier, I don't really use that often. This is always going to be used and always gonna be wanted. Level 60, we have Mark of Blood, Red Thirst, and Tombstone. Mark of Blood is going to tag a baddie for 25 seconds, making it each time they hit you, you regenerate 2% of your maximum health. That sounds awesome. Tombstone, what that one's basically going to do is consume all of your Bone Shield charges and give you a Priest Bubble. What I really don't like is it consumes all of your Bone Shield charges. One of your primary damage mitigations is going to take it away so that you can get a short-term bubble. I'm not real huge on that, guys. I don't want to lose survivability to get a short-term bubble. Whereas Red Thirst is going to passively reduce the cooldown of Vampiric Blood by simply spending runic power. Your primary spending runic power is your Death Strike, your heal, and your Vampiric Blood amps up your health and your heals. This is a nice circular thing. Your heals are better, more often, more useful. 75, we have Tightening Grasp, Tremble Before Me, and March of the Damned. I went with kind of the obvious choice here, Tightening Grasp. Basically, it makes your Gorefiend's Grasp better. Your Gorefiend's Grasp is a Death Grip AoE. It is going to allow you to pull everything in more often. Gives you more option, more battlefield control. And I mean, honestly, past that, Tremble Before Me might make some of the things you're fighting essentially have a 3-second stun, but damage might break them out of that stun. That's way too many mights. I don't like that. In addition to that, it also makes your Death and Decay, which you're primarily going to be standing on that in every single major pull in any dungeon, is going to make it where enemies can't hardly walk out of it. So if you actually do drop aggro with this spec and something is pulling away from you, they still can't hardly get away from you. Level 90, we have Will of the Necropolis, Rune Tap, and Foul Bulwark. Will of the Necropolis, I saw that one right away and like, ooh, really like this one. But hopefully with this spec, you're not really going to be dropping that low on health really that often. So for me and the multitude of dungeons that I have tanked, it hasn't really come up a lot. The other one, Foul Bulwark, you're going to basically be stacking yourself with stacks and stacks and stacks of Bone Shield. This, 2% maximum health per each stack. This one goes really nice together. You're going to have more health by simply using your standard rotation. This one for me, always useful. whereas Will of the Necropolis is sometimes useful. And finally, level 100, we have Bone Storm, Blood Mirror, and Purgatory. Purgatory, a lot of people are probably going to be flocking towards this one, and I can definitely see why. If you was going to die, you instead don't die for 3 seconds, but then you have to be healed for the amount of damage you took to not die. You have to have that much heals in a 3-second period. You are really on it, and the heals are really on it. Purgatory might just save the day. I personally went with Bone Storm. Gives you an additional large AoE, which is also going to cause you a passive heal for every second it is activated. And yes, I know it's only a 1% heal. It gives you another AoE, it gives you another passive heal, and for me, guys, that's more battlefield control and more options. So in conclusion, I do very much believe this to be a very solid blood DK tanking spec. So guys, go ahead and throw down in the comments whether you think this is a good spec, or maybe should I have considered another ability. Also, I finally got my Facebook page up, so if you guys want to get in on my day-to-day activities, go ahead and check me out there. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.